what happened.
All right.
Okay, let's get this done. Let's get this over with. First of all, thank you guys for being here. This may be the most important meetup of the entire production, and I'll explain why. Monday morning, I got up. I did the Photoshop work for the final special effects shot with a stratagem. I spliced it into my final cut. I took a quick look at it. It looked so good, you guys. And my PC was acting a little buggy, and it should be acting buggy at this point because I had about 20 gigs free on my hard drive. And literally my plan was to do the restart because I now had every single clip I needed on the timeline, and I can purge all of the stuff I'm not using and free up like 50 gigs. And that was the next thing I was gonna do. And that was the last time that computer booted up.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah. It sat there trying for a couple hours. Like, I just gotta plug it back in, right? It'll work, right? It didn't work.
That gave me chills, man.
I took it up to Best Buy and had Geek Squad look at it. I actually had Wemplar in a video call, and I jammed my webcam in the back. I don't know how to build PCs or even what the RAM stick looks like. I do now, thanks to Wemplar. So he did a little bit of troubleshooting as best he could, through a web camera. And he gave me a little hope that got me through the rest of that day because I had to wait till like late evening for my appointment at Best Buy. And frankly, they weren't trying hard at all. They basically wanted to check the computer in and call me in 3 days. And I was like, no, like I have a 40-minute window for this appointment. You're gonna troubleshoot. Check the RAM sticks. My buddy said RAM sticks. Put a test RAM stick and see if it boots with, come on. Eventually I got him to run some tests and do some troubleshooting. They pulled out the hard drive, and with the hard drive pulled out, it booted up. And he could boot it to the BIOS menu. Is that what it's called? Yeah, he could boot it to that, but it didn't help much. So he took the SSD in the back and plugged it into whatever he had to plug it into to see if it was possible to pull files off of it. He said he got into my user profile, he could see files, but then it kept crashing. Or he didn't say it kept crashing, he said it crashed. Someone who gave a shit would have tried a second time. So he came out and gave me the news like a doctor, after surgery when the patient died.
It sucks.
I may have exaggerated how many thousands of dollars were on the line to help motivate him. So here's where we're at. Let's see. My uncle, who I was reluctant to call at first, but I'm glad I did. My uncle is a radar technician for the FAA. He works at a nearby airport. He is a steely-eyed missile man who eats busted SSDs for breakfast and builds robots for laughs. And he's family. So he'll try a second time. He picked up my PC yesterday. He's taken it home. He's got it in his lair. He's going to do whatever he can. There's no guarantees he's going to be able to pull anything useful, but there is a tiny spark of hope that I may be able to get the files and I may be able to rebuild the project.
So you managed to convince him. Nice.
Yeah. I got a new PC. Wemplar saw the specs, Kral saw the specs. Guys, is it okay? Am I better?
It's very nice. It's very nice.
I'd like to move on. I don't have any ideas immediately. We have some options. First of all, you guys only committed to a single shoot for Trail Divers. No one decided to be the full-time Superfly Galactic film crew. If you guys are interested in working on something else, we have some options. If not, I fully understand because we put a lot of work into this for no results.
I'm fine. I'm down for whatever, dude.
So I would much rather work on... I'd rather work on a brand new idea, but I don't have one. Without that, Leviathan is the next most exciting thing. I know Crawl is excited to work on boats and ocean stuff because
Yeah.
he's a merman at heart.
Like Return of the Leviathan.
What's that?
People going back to kill the Leviathan or something like that.
I won't talk about the storyline that I actually planned out. Like, you know, towards the end of the process of making Leviathan in the first place, I was kind of planning what I would do if I did a part 2, and I have a plan. And it's better than going and killing the Leviathan. We're gonna turn the Leviathan into Godzilla. Yeah, so it's been one hell of a week for me. My big comeback to YouTube is a virtual train wreck. But I'm not done. Trail Divers may be a bust, but that wasn't my only idea. Just my best one. So in spite of my massive setback, it's actually a very exciting time with Trailmakers 2.0 on the horizon. We have a lot to look forward to, blockheads. So I'm gonna get started storyboarding my next cinematic. While that's in the oven, I'll be giving you guys my weird perspective on all the early access stuff as we creators get access to it. Okay, that's it, guys. Oh wait, one more thing. To anyone who is even half as pissed off or disappointed by having to see this video instead of Trail Divers, I'm truly sorry. I have no one to blame but myself. And I will be obsessed about backing up my projects from now on, I can guarantee you that. But let's close on the silver lining, guys. I have a new PC. It's kind of badass. I upgraded my editing software, and I got kind of a new attitude on life. I survived this week, and I'm stronger for it. Okay, one more last thing. I have another secret announcement just for you guys. I'm opening the Superfly Galactic Discord. When it comes time to make the next thing, I'm gonna need pilots and builders. I'm gonna need body actors and problem solvers. I'm gonna need creative people with patience and fortitude. So if you want a job that doesn't pay, you're in luck. I'm not going full public. The link will be good for only a week. So scroll down to the description and click that sucker while you can. I'll see you in the next one, blockheads. Peace.